Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and today's daily. So we are on June 25th, 2025, and today's app we're going to go into is Oh Hi, because that's next on the list. So let's get on to it. Today's puzzles, we went through these pretty quick last time, so we'll probably get all the way up to the 12 again. But let's just jump onto them, see what happens. Some days are different than others, so we can just get into them. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. There we go. There's the first one, nice and easy. And let's keep on keeping on. Come on. Need you to click when I ask you to. Let's see. What else do we got here now? This one here. You'd have to think we still have a couple of them here that are good to go, and I'm just not seeing them real quick, but not doing that. So maybe we do have a copy here that we can do on some of these. Or am I just being really slow? I think the answer is probably the second one. But anywho, let's see. What do we have? Something's got to give here, right? This is the first, well, the second one of these two. It's not going to, shouldn't be very difficult. I'm just not seeing. Maybe I should stop talking for half a second and be able to focus. Let's give that a try. No. Yep, it's obvious. It's right there. I just had to do this. So there we go. Cool. And we can get going there. And that then puts this here and this here. Now we probably have some more that we can do that way. These two are almost the same at the moment. So these two are going to have to be different groupings, but we have to be able to divide those up. And we can do it by this column and this column. So this one has to do that, that. And this will be that and that. There we go. Yeah, just had to see the right thing at the right time to get through it. Let's move on to the next one. Doop-a-doop. That one has to fill there. These all have to do that. And that one goes there. This is an 8x8, so we need to be looking for 4s and 4s. That one has to be blue. This one needs 2 yellows so that you guys can pop in. You have to now be yellow, you have to be blue, you have to yellow, you blue. I like those little chain reactions that come in, because we can work through them pretty quickly usually. Let's see, what else do we have? All right, are we to the point where we have to start looking at repetition? No, we're not, because that guy goes in here and you go here. That was a little something, but now we probably have to jump into something. So these are the, well, this one right here, sorry, is it. These two go in, this goes here. Now we've got a little bit something going again. You have to be there. This has to be here and here. These two have to be like this. You have to be there. So you have to do this. And my phone's going off. That's always fun. I forgot to set it to silent. Now we're probably into the point where we have to just look for because we're down to a couple of options. I think we said one of these was already, or was that the last one? My brain's already lost focus. I don't know. One of these is going to be a copycat, and we're going to have to use that to figure out our next move. It's not you, it's not you, not you. So let's go across the board instead. This one here, I believe, is matching to this one, so this has to be blue, and that should do it. Yep, there we go. Okay. There was a little bit of delay there, so I was like, hold on a second. Let me put this on. Well, let's get this up and running, and while I'm doing that, I'll put my phone on silent, like it should have been earlier. Cool. Pop, pop, pop. Gonna get a ton of stuff here we can run through. Then we'll be able to check back in and see where we might have some obvious stuff to work with. Okay, that one there. This has to be yellow, so you have to be blue. No, this has to be yellow and blue. Yellow, yellow. Doop-a-doo. None of those seem to be. This is blue, yellow. This is blue, so this one is yellow. See what else I might be missing here. This one is blue, so yellow. And I think that finished the yellow here. Yes, it did. We need 2 more yellows here, so this has to be blue, and you have to be blue. Now we need 2 more yellows again. This is yellow, this is blue, yellow. This is blue. Wait, I did something wrong, because I now have 6 here. Let's go back a second. This is blue. Let's start from that point. 5. 5. Okay, I must have just misclicked something or double clicked when I was supposed to single click. It happens from time to time. Okay, let's get back into this thing. Where's the next move? Okay, this one here has 5 already, so we can put in the blues. This is yellow. I think this has to now be blue. This is blue, so this is yellow and blue. This one has to be yellow and blue. And what about you? Need to be yellow, so you need to be blue. This is yellow, blue, and yellow. There we go. Slight little misclick, but we got there. Good. Now we get to 12. Yeah, we're getting through these guys really quick. So that's good. Just pop in all of this obviousness. Yellow, yellow, blue, blue, yellow. We're at 12 by 12s, 2, 4, 6, so these are blue. Let's put those in. Bunch of yellows. This has to be yellow, 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 blue, yellow, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, blue, blue, yellow there. And searching, this is a blue, this is a yellow, this is a blue. Sometimes just seeing through the sea of colors is the hardest part of trying to get into some of this stuff, but that's all 6 of our blues, so these are both yellows. Good, good, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these are all blue. Just had to do a little math exercise there. What about you? 2, 4, 5. This is yellow and blue. And you should be good. This is yellow, blue, yellow. These are both blue and yellow and blue. That one's not quite determined just yet. These have to all be yellow, which is going to set off a couple of bits of blueness. Good there. Searching, searching, searching. And I'm not seeing anything right now that's just a straight up can't have 2 blues or 2 yellows. Of course, I'm probably missing something, but with that said, we might want to start looking at repetition now, particularly these guys here, because they seem like they're the most filled. Let's see if there's anything doing. Not quite. Well, what about this guy here? Does he match up? Not with that one. But I think he does match with this one. Yes, he does. So column, 5 and 2 are currently the same, so we have to switch those up. So we do this. 4, 5. This has to be yellow. Now that should clear some of the other ones. Yep, here this has to be yellow and blue. What about you now? No, you're not quite there. 2, 4, 5. No, you're not quite there. A lot of them that are really on the edge, but not quite there. So we've got to, again, find something else where we can make some determination. So let's try to find another one that repeats if we can. There's not much doing on the verticals here as far as I can see. So let's try looking at horizontals. This one in particular might be useful. Trying to scan up and down. It doesn't seem like it actually matches with anything at the moment. it will match, I think, with this one here, but we're not far enough along. Oh, right here. I didn't see this guy. This is yellow, so you're blue. No, yellow, yellow, blue. Okay. 2, 3, 4, no. Alrighty. We'll have to get back to checking for a repetition, because again, I don't see another one, but like I said, they can get out there sometimes, you just don't see them easily. So what's it gonna be? Are you in relation to anything? The answer, ooh, I thought I had it with number 2 here, but it doesn't quite line up. Yes, it does line up with this guy here. So what we can say is this has to be blue. Therefore, this is yellow. You are yellow. You're blue, which I think finishes the blue. Yep, that becomes yellow. Now the yellow is done and you're blue. This is yellow, blue, and this one's going to be done, so it's going to be blue. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are both yellows, so you're blue. Now we can finish this guy, right? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're yellow, blue, yellow. 2, 4, 6, yellow. This one here needs what? 2, 4, 6, a yellow and a blue, and then this is probably yellow. 2, 4, yeah. And this one will be blue. Oh, I screwed up somewhere. Good job, me. Let's go back then. Because it's saying the columns are the same. So somehow I didn't get one of these groupings together. Let's look at this one, because I think it said this one was the problem, right? I thought I used this one to... No, because that's not the same as this one. Was it this one then, maybe? Or was it this one? I've already lost track of it. That's a good job by me, right? Now I don't see it. This would be yellow and yellow. These would be blue. Maybe I just had to go a couple of steps further before I could get to it. Yeah, it's got to be this one and this one. Because you're currently exactly the same. So this has to be blue, yellow, blue, yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to be yellow. Yellow here, blue here, blue here. Yellow, blue, yellow, blue. Again, it could have just been a misclick. It tends to happen sometimes. Okay, let's get back on this horse one. Not those. This one here I just noticed. That's the other thing with these larger ones. It gets a little bit harder to start seeing everything because kind of like I said earlier, there's like a sea of color to try to pick through, and sometimes it can mess with the eye a little bit, but hey, it is what it is, right? All right, let's try to find some more. Trying to avoid some of the ones I did before just to make sure we're not repeating a mistake, that sort of thing. So let's see. This guy here, maybe. Let's think on him. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is you and you. Boom, boom. This has to be blue. This is yellow, blue. This would be yellow and blue and yellow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These both have to be blue and yellow. These are both yellow. I feel like we're going down the exact same road. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 2, 4, 6. I can't quite see there being a repeat over here anymore, though, so maybe again it was just a misclick. 2, 4, 6, and I think 2 blue. Okay, there we go. Must have been just a little misclick, but we got through them pretty good. So other than that, the last bit there, we got through these again at a fairly quick rate today, so always good. We've done fairly well. I said previously they have tents and trees, but there was another version of this that's called Oh No that I have on my phone that I really do enjoy, and we could have kind of done them together as two different two apps at the same time, but I can't find it on this particular program, so I guess we'll not do that one. But it was very similar to this one. I thought would be a good way to kind of do two of them real quickly together. But anyway, that is June 25th, 2025. Oh, hi. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.